Josh, this is for you. How much did this one mean to you coming off of last year's game, which obviously you guys lost? How much it mean for you to come back and get this one? And just random side note. How well do you know Madison Booker? Obviously, Texas's star women's player.
Yeah, this meant a whole lot. After that Christmas break, we were just so motivated to work hard and work as a team. And set the tone for another opportunity in the SEC. And Madison Booker, we make jokes to each other. We still communicate. That's my dog. We it's just a best friend from hometown. So shout out to her. I know she's here doing her thing. So.
Hey, coach, and you guys could answer too. When a guy like Dalen Swain fouls out in the game he was having, what did that do for y'all in overtime? Did it change anything you were doing defensively? And what impact did that have on overtime?
Yeah, obviously that was a big turning point, in the game. I mean, he was having a monster game, 34 and 14, and he played 36 minutes. I don't know if he subbed, to that point. I have no idea off the top of my head. But, one thing that we did was we were so respectful of his transition game that we were sending an extra guy back when we shot the ball to try to do a better job of, trying to keep him out of transition. But when he fouled out, we told our three, get on the glass. And I know we got two more, offensive rebounds because of not feeling quite as, on our heels every time because he's so good at pushing the basketball. But the way he played a terrific game, and that was a big turning point in the game for us.
Yeah, like Coach said, he had a tremendous game. One heck of a player. Much respect for him. It just I don't think we changed really think anything different. It was just based on our matchup, who we were guarding, and so just based off what he said. So.
Hey, Coach, this one's for you. Coming off of the last one, definitely there's a lot of momentum and very tough moments during this game and a lot of just swings back and forth. How did you get your team to stay locked in on the game and the performance?
I mean, everyone in the country that starts their conference play, has a rallying cry of a new season. It's the level of play goes up. These games are so meaningful in this league, and they mean so much to so many. And, we had the opportunity to start on the road. And we were excited. We've had our best practices. I just talked about that with our team. Heading into this point, we had played our best game probably for 40 minutes on both sides of the ball in our last game after break before we played the game today. So I think our kids, we're oozing confidence. And like every game, we got off to a good start, so that really helped them feel good about being in this environment. And then, the most proud moment for me was being down 7 with, 2 minutes and maybe 10 or 11 seconds, and they found a way to stay together and be resilient and get the game into overtime.
Coach, what is the 1, 2, or 5 reasons why you beat Texas today, in your mind?
Number one reason is these two young men up here with me. I mean, they had 65 points. I don't have a great memory, 33 years doing this, but I can't imagine. I don't remember a time having two kids pair up for 65 points. But more importantly than that, their teammates knew what was going on, and they showed great unselfishness in turning down some shot opportunities for them to try to get these guys the ball and get downhill and do what they do. But I thought we had a couple other performances that we talked about in the locker room. One, Achur, 13 rebounds off the bench, 7 offensive, and we had so much respect and still do for Texas overall, but especially their rebounding prowess. I mean, they're a top rebounding team in the country, and so we were proud that we were able to come in here and battle them on the boards and do a good job that way. And then I thought Brandon Walker coming off the bench in the second half cold. He hadn't played a minute in the first half. We had a mess of foul trouble. Number 8 did what he does to everybody. Number 1 in the country drawing fouls, and we had, our 5 men had 13 fouls and had guys fouling out. But he went down there, was 3 for 4, and really battled. And I felt like those, bullet points were why we were able to win the game.
Yeah, Chris, did you feel after Swain fouled out that Texas tightened up a little bit offensively and kind of got out of sync?
Gosh, I was so involved in my own team. I'd have to watch the tape to give you an honest answer that way. But like these guys said, other than the little tidbit that I talked about. We didn't change a whole heck of a lot. You know, they had the ball in Mark's hands, obviously, more than they did when Swain was in the game. And I thought he made some big shots, too.
Chris, when we spoke with Sean earlier this week, he was highly complimentary of you from your time at Mexico State. Just curious, in your history competing against Sean Miller coach teams, how much does this team here tonight kind of resemble, what his teams tend to bring on a yearly, nightly basis?
I'm sure he was very complimentary because he whipped us. You know, I would be too in that situation. We only played the one time, and I got a bunch of excuses, but they handed us that game. I was talking about that with not the team. I surely didn't talk about that with the team, but I talked about that with a couple of my staff members, and the respect is reciprocal. Like, I mean, I think the world of him, and just coaches hard. Kids play the right way, and he's going to do unbelievable here.
Jaden and then Josh, 19 offensive rebounds from your team there, mostly from those big guys down low. What does that do for you guys as volume scorers when you're getting those extra chances on the offensive glass?
Yeah, it means a lot because Coach, he stresses that to us a lot. He tells them guys to crash and get us extra shots because we're going to need that. That's how we're going to have to play. We're going to have to play harder than the other team every night, and that's getting extra possessions on offense or defense, however we can. So them guys did a good job at that tonight.
Yeah, like
Because these two had a total of 1 offensive rebound, so you better be sending the flowers.
First for both of the players, how did it feel coming into an environment such as the Moody Center and giving on one of your best performances to start off the season?
It feels good. This is my first game in the SEC. This is my last year playing college, so it just feels good to be able to have this opportunity, be able to play with the guys I play with. I love my teammates. I love this program, so it just feels good to be able to come here in the SEC and my first game, get my first win with my guys. So overall, that's what we came here to do, and it feels good.
Yeah, like Jaden said, it just feels amazing. For me personally, it's my first time playing at Texas, here in my 3rd year. So, beautiful arena, and it was a heck of a game. And so I'm just glad we came out with a win and set the tone for the SEC.
Josh, your confidence level looks like it's through the roof. I don't know if I've ever seen a guy look more comfortable than you. You just kind of live for games like this and moments in overtime.
Yeah, it gets me excited. I can't take all the credit, for my confidence. My teammates, Coach Jans, the coaching staff, they install confidence in me each and every day. And so, I just can't take all the credit for that, but shout out to them.
Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.